everybody, I'm Joey Paul and I'm an indie author, and welcome back to my channel. I write young adult fiction across a variety of genres, and if you think that might interest you, then think about subscribing below. I want to continue this series of starting an Authortube channel because I really do feel like we as a community can only get better the more people join us. I talked about my tips before, which I will link up in the cards, but today I'm going to focus on those pitfalls that might come along and surprise you. So I'm just going to go right to it. Number 1, not knowing what to say. This is a common pitfall, I know, because when I first started on Authortube way back in 2016, I didn't script. I didn't really know what I was going to say beyond having an idea of the topic. Since then, I've learned to script my videos in advance so that I know what I'm going to say and what research I need to do. It can take up a lot of time being on Authortube or any kind of YouTube channel really. I showed you in February, which I will also link up in the cards, my breakdown of time spent doing what, and as you can see there, Authortube takes up the majority of my working time. That's to be expected, and it's something that's good to know going into it, because if you half-arse it, then you'll find that you don't really get the traction that you want. I don't mean that you have to script. A lot of people do really well talking off the cuff, but I know that I'm not one of them. I ramble too much and I end up repeating myself or losing my train of thought, and it just doesn't make for good viewing. So if you don't know what you're going to talk about, try and script things, even if it's just headers of talking points rather than writing out every single word. Whatever works for you is okay. You want to be able to get your thoughts and words out there, and however you manage to do that smoothly is a great place to start, even if you eventually move away from scripts or whatever. Number 2, not bothering to edit. This was something that I didn't do because I had too many pauses that went on too long for comfortable watching, or because I made mistakes and would have to repeat myself, which is not something anyone wants to watch. There's also the times kitties or the child etc. would appear and I'd be mid-filming, so I would have to start again if I didn't edit. I know editing can be daunting and it takes a lot of time to get it all done, but if done well, it can very much elevate your videos. I've always edited, but here's another tip that I know some people skip over, and that's watching your video all the way through after the edit. I do this because I've caught mistakes, and because I want to be sure that when I export and upload and caption, I'm not going to have to do it all over again because the video has issues later on. If you're someone who ums and ahs a lot when talking, then this is the place where you'll be needing to cut things. If you're someone with other people in the house where you record, same thing. Editing can be a pain, sure, but it does help you add things to your videos like the date and such if you're vlogging, and other things along the way that enhance the viewing process. Number 3, being all over the place theme-wise. This was a mistake I made. I didn't know if I was BookTube or Authortube, didn't know there was an Authortube, and so my videos were all over the place. Now just to be clear, it is very much possible to be both BookTube and Authortube without there being an issue, but you need to be clear about what's what rather than throwing them all together and hoping the audience can tell the difference. You can combine themes, sure, like you can be lifestyle Authortube, but again, you need to make sure that you're clear with your viewers what they can expect from you. I know some big name Authortube channels who can pull this off because they've always been clear about what type of videos to expect, but if you're all over the place from the start, then people don't know if they want to watch your videos because they don't know what they'll be expecting. So make sure you're clear and that it's obvious from the videos what they should expect from you. Number 4, not engaging with the community. This was another mistake I made when I first started on Authortube. I didn't engage. I didn't seek out other people in the community and make connections and leave comments on the videos and stuff like that. I watched them, sure, but I always felt intimidated by their sub count and thought I didn't have any right to comment or the like. This is very much not the case. I'm still very much a small fish when it comes to my channel, but I do watch and comment on a lot of Authortubers, and because of that I have made connections and the like. The worst thing you can do is not engage, because then it's unlikely that anyone will even know you're there. Being part of Authortube is being part of a community. Sure, you won't like absolutely everyone, but you will find people that you click with, and that's a very good thing. So yeah, don't fall into the trap of thinking that you're an island. You're very much not. So there we go. Those are my 4 pitfalls to really watch out for. Like I said, I made some of these mistakes when I first started, and I see other people making them when they first start, and it's just better to go into it knowing what to avoid and what to look for. So what's one tip you have for people starting Authortube or YouTube in general? Let me know in the comments down below. So that's all I've got time for today. If you want to support my channel, you can comment, like or subscribe. I post new videos on Thursdays. You can find me all over social media, and my books are available everywhere, and you can also sign up for my newsletter. And don't forget to pick up Invisible, which is the first in a young adult dystopian quartet. And also don't forget to grab a ticket for Wonderland in Nottingham in July 2025, where I'll be signing books. All the links for which are listed below. Thanks for watching, and remember to keep writing. Bye.